Welcome, my dear children.
In our previous class, we started a new lesson named Jawaharlal Nehru. And this is a biography of a Jawaharlal Nehru. What is a biography, children? Yesterday we learned that one. Okay, a biography is a description of a real person's life. Okay, let's summarize what we learned yesterday. Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14th November 1889 in Allahabad, in British India. His mother was Surubrani Tusu and his father was Motilal Nehru. Then we learned about his school-college life. For the first 16 years of his life, Nehru was taught at home by tutors and English governesses. What do you mean by governesses, children? Governesses means ladies who taught and took care of children in private houses. Then he went to England and studied at Harrow School and Trinity College, Cambridge in England. Then we learned about Jallianwala Bagh massacre. What happened in the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, children? When it happened? Yes, on 13th April 1919, a large number of non-violent protesters gathered at Jallianwala Bagh. When under the command of Brigadier General Dyer, the gates of the place were closed so the protesters could not escape. Then the British military fired at them continuously for 10 minutes and killed 379 people and injuring at least 1,200 more people. This incident moved Nehru to increase his efforts for India's independence.
Nehru became a vital member of the Indian National Congress and was the president of this political party. He was deeply influenced by Mahatma Gandhi and worked very closely with him. He was even arrested several times for participating in the civil disobedience movement. Later, Nehru travelled to several other nations and met their political leaders. He gained support for India's independence from many countries. After becoming Prime Minister, he worked hard to implement successful systems for India. On 15th August 1947, as India awoke to freedom, Jawaharlal Nehru hoisted the national flag at the Red Fort. Nehru's ideas of progress carried young India towards great scientific advancements. He also brought about many social reforms that helped women, farmers, laborers, and the poor. Jawaharlal Nehru served as the Prime Minister of India right from its independence in 1947 till his death in 1964.
Children, in this video we can see the deep relationship between Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru. Nehru was deeply influenced by Mahatma Gandhi and worked very closely with him. He was even arrested several times for participating in the civil disobedience. What do you mean by civil disobedience, children? Civil disobedience means a form of protest where people refuse to obey the government. But his time in jail only strengthened his resolve to gain independence for India. He also used this time to understand Gandhiji's principles of non-cooperation and non-violence. Later, Nehru traveled to several other nations and met their political leaders. He also tried to understand their systems and was impressed by how these countries were run. After becoming Prime Minister, he worked hard to implement these successful systems for India as well. On 15th August 1947, as India awoke to freedom, Jawaharlal Nehru hoisted the national flag at the Red Fort. Then, two institutes that were set up under Nehru's governance. What are they, children? Yes, Indian Institute for Technology, the All India Institute of Medical Science, and India's first space program. Jawaharlal Nehru served as the Prime Minister of India right from its independence in 1947 till his death in 1964. All through this time, Nehru kept India's cultural heritage intact and helped the nation develop into an India we can be proud of. Okay, children, this is the time to wind up the class. Thank you and have a nice day.